part, we will be covering Ayurvedic physiology and pathology. Physiology is to know how Ayurveda science works. Into pathology, what are the diseases part or affected part to be treated. Tridosha, Trimalas, Saptadhatus, Shrotas and Roga. Trimalas, Tridoshas are 3 in type. Sapta is 7 dhatus. Shrotasas we have organs wise which are not seen. Roga is a disease. How Roga comes? Why Roga comes? What have we supposed to do it? Dosha Dushtis. Physician of 3 doshas, Vata, Pitta, Kapha. If they get affected, what are we supposed to look into? Dhatu Kshaya and Vruddhi Lakshanas. Anything vitiated or excess does cause a problem for any human being. Same way, if it is less in quantity also, we can see a lot of changes in a human being. This is what we'll be dealing in Dhatu Kshaya and Vruddhi Lakshanas. Shroto Dushti, affliction of various systems of the body. We'll be going in detail. Roga Rogi Pariksha. How our Roga also should be checked into. Pariksha is checked, examined, what we can do here. Whether the Roga is a recently origin or is a chronic one or is an epidemic. This aspect I have to go in detail in Roga. And Rogi is a patient or a sufferer. What are we supposed to check in him? How to check in? Who has to check in? All this in detail will be explained in the future. Trivida Pariksha. Very important Trivida Pariksha is there, like Darshana. What we see in a person when he enters to us. What can we come to a conclusion with the Darshana? Sparshana, with the feel, with the touch, with the tactile sensation of us. We can examine a patient. Prashna, questioning. We should know what to question with the patient, with the person who has come as a sufferer, to know the detail and depth of the condition of his, how long he was suffering, how was he earlier. These aspects, when we come to know, we can treat a person completely. Prakriti of a person. Prakriti is a condition of status. Type of Prakriti is a Vata Prakriti or a Pitta Prakriti or Kapha Prakriti or combination aspect as comes to physical constitutions. Deha Prakriti, what we call Manas Prakriti, how is condition, mental condition. This aspect also is relevance in our health as well as ill health. Swastha Vrta, health regimen. Yes, Ayurveda gives major important role for Swastha Vrta. Here we have to consider in health. Trayopastamba, 3 major factors or pillars are there for our health. What are they? We will cover later. Dinacharya, daily regimen. From the morning, early morning when a person rises, what time he has to rise, what he has to do, how he has to eat, what he has to eat, what all the aspects he has to follow while traveling or eating or a sleeping pattern till the end of the day. In Dinacharya, beautifully it has been explained. If a person follows Dinacharya in his life, visiting to a doctor or affecting with the diseases can be nullified, what Ayurveda stands for. Ritucharya is a seasonal regimen. In summer, what are we supposed to eat? What time we are supposed to do? What time we are supposed to get up? What are the actions to be handled? All these aspects are explained in summer, winter, rainy season, in this examples, in a seasonal regimen. Sadvrutta, whatever we are seeing, lifestyle, our attitude. I should be truth. I should speak truth. I should be a humble person, a good person, not to cheat, not to lie. All this type of a conduct of a person. That way you will have a mental stability with the food qualities and following regimen. This is what we have 100% of importance given in our Ayurveda to attain moksha. Then comes Vegas. Vegas are nothing but a natural urges. There are enumeration of Vegas where we can see some are supposed to be suppressed and some not to, like my krodha, anger, jealousy. These things, kama, all this type of things has to be controlled. Otherwise, we are not considered as a human being at all. What we can see in some of the cases, Rajasic or Tamasic people, very aggressive in an irregular way of a bad habit of talk or a speech or the misbehavior, what all has to be controlled. This is a natural urges and to be controlled, which have to be not controlled. What are those? Like my sneeze, my yawn, my cough. If we suppress, what is going to happen? Which dosha is going to affect in our system? What are the complications we are going to see in? All this aspect has been explained beautifully in detail in our Ayurveda. This aspect also we will be covering, where if at all, if we are not following it, we can start following it for our own good health. And as we are a health advisors, we can start advising the people. Or if you see any signs and symptoms suffering after treating also, if they are not clear the complications, that can be ruled back or go back with the history taking. We can clear there also.